everyone, this is Rashi and welcome back to the Reading Platter. So today is the day that we'll decide my February TBR. So I'm very excited for this one. January, we can say, was not a good start for this year, but I can give a spoiler that all the books that I read were good. So I'm not sad about it. Also, everything I'll talk in detail in my wrap-up video. So let's move on to the February TBR. As you know, I don't do any punishments or something because, TBRs are made for fun and not just, to pile up work on me. So we'll not be having any punishment. Yes, of course, there's a rule that when I roll a die and I get 3 dare prompts, like 3 even numbers consecutively or 3 odd numbers consecutively, I will add a roll. But that's a different thing. If you want to know everything about my TBR game, I'll link the playlist up here so you can check that out, and it contains the video. I have made a separate video for all the rules of this game. So let's move on to roll number 1. That's a 6. That's a dare. So the prompt that we'll get, okay, this one, what is it? Read a classic. Perfect. Roll number 2, again a 6, again a dare. Okay. So the prompt for this one will be this, and it is read an intimidating book. Okay, I did not own this month, but what can we do now? Moving on to roll 3. I hope it's not an even number, or I'll have to add one more roll. So roll number 3, hope for an odd number. What's this? A 2. That means it's a dare, and also I have to add one more roll. So the prompt is this one. What is this? Ignore a prompt. Thank God, I really needed this. So I got ignore a prompt. That means I'll pick the prompt again for this one, like from the dare bag, because I got a 2. That means a dare. So I'll pick a prompt, I'll choose a book, but I can ignore any prompt. Like, I have to read a book that I want, but I will ignore the prompt. I can read any book that I want to instead of that prompt. Like, for example, if I get, like, I just got read a classic. If I don't want to read a classic, I'll have to read a book for that part, for that role, but it need not be a classic. So we'll pick one more prompt and then we'll decide what prompt I'll ignore. So the prompt for this one will be this. Read, okay, I have 2, so let's pick the one that I already saw. We'll not pick that one. Read a debut book. Okay. Roll number 4, and that's a 5. That means truth. And picking up from the truth bag, the prompt will be this one. Do you have a book you are excited about? I sure do have a book that I'm excited about. So, okay, that's a good one. Roll number 5. 1. Again, truth. And the prompt is this one again. Okay. Would you like to try a book from a new author? Okay, we can do that. We can try a book from a new author. Roll number 6. That should have been last of our roll, but It's not, because, and let's hope it's not an odd number, or I'll have to add one more roll. That is a 2, a dare. And the prompt will be, okay, this one. Animal on the cover. Okay, fine. Animal, bird, anything on the cover will count. Insect as well. So that's an easy one, I guess. And now our last roll, which is the added roll, the punishment I just got. So the last roll for this month's TBR is, again, a 2. That is a dare. What's up with 2s? I don't know. Okay, so the prompt will be this one. Let Instagram choose your book. I just really wanted my control on my TBR this month, and I have got every possible thing that allow me to not get control of my TBR. So let's just let Instagram choose my book. So these were all the roles that I got, and I got one extra role. Okay, that's okay. But I also got something good, that was to ignore a prompt, and that means that I have to read a book. Like, I have to read 7 books for this TBR, as I have done 7 roles, but I can ignore a prompt completely, and I can choose a book of my choice, and the prompt does not matter. So the prompt I think I will be skipping is to read an intimidating book, because February is the shortest month, and I have already gotten classic and also Instagram choose my book. So I want to eliminate one thing, that is to read an intimidating book. So the first prompt gave us to read a classic. For that, I will be reading House Made of Dawn by Scott Momade. And this is a classic. It was published in 1900s, and it is a part of my second year master's syllabus. So I will be reading this book. And also it will count through the monthly genre challenge. The monthly genre for February is classic. So I will be reading this book for that prompt as well. So the next prompt was to read an intimidating book, which I will be ignoring. And for the second role, I will be reading Heartstopper Volume 2. I am very much excited about this book, because I really loved Heartstopper Volume 1, which I read in January, and wrap up coming soon. So I'm really excited to move on to the stories, and let's see what happens. So the next prompt is to read a debut book. So for that, I will be reading Solitaire by Alice Osman, because Alice Osman is one of my favorite authors, and I'm so excited to read the first book that she published, that is Solitaire. And it has been on my TBR since 2020, and it's been 2 years now, and I think I should read it now. So I'm hoping that I can complete it in February. February is a very busy month this year because of my cousin's wedding, and I will be busy till 15th February. The weddings here are not Western, so there are a lot of functions, a lot of festivals, occasions, you can say, and yeah, we have to participate in all of them. And so yeah, I will be busy till 15th February, so I'll have only not even 15 days to read these books. So I'm hoping to read it. I have put easy books on this TBR, so let's hope I can complete this TBR. The next prompt is to read a book that you are excited about. Obviously, I'm excited about Heartstopper, so I will be putting Heartstopper Volume 3 for this one, because I want short books on this TBR, and from like the author that I really really admire. It will be a quick read. It will be a book in like a read in one seating, because I also have a classic on this one, and I don't even know what on Instagram will choose for me. So let's hope for the best. And the next prompt is to read a book by a new author. So a new author can be an author that has published their first book recently, the new author, or new to me author. So I will do a new to me author as well as a new author. She's a new author as well. So I will be reading The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. And this is a contemporary romance. It is an easygoing book, and I think contemporary romance will be a quick read. I hope the writing is good as well. I have heard a lot of good things about this book, and I tried to read it in October, November last year as well. So I did not get to read it, but I'll try my level best to read it this month. Let's hope for the best. Next prompt was to read a book with an animal on the cover. It is part of my 52 prompts for 52 weeks challenge, and animal on the cover includes animals, insects and birds. So I will be reading Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. It has a crow or eagle. What's on the cover? I don't remember. I think it's an eagle or a crow, because this story, like the first book was Six of Crows, but the animal I think is more of an eagle. So whatever it is an animal. So I will be reading this. So the last prompt was to let Instagram choose my book. The shortest month, the busiest month, and we are having others choose my TBR. So let's open Instagram and let's scroll. I have read One Last Stop. Okay, and also I don't want to read this one. I don't own this one. Okay, the first book I found is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and I think we'll take one or two options. Okay, the first one is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, or we can do, okay, The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. We got these two books, and I think I will be choosing The Hating Game because it is a contemporary romance. It Ends With Us is also a contemporary romance, but I really want to enjoy Colleen Hoover's work because she's also one of my favorite authors. So I will be reading The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. It's also on a lot of lists on my 2022 TBRs. So I will be picking up The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. Okay, so also I was supposed to read 400 pages of the book It by Stephen King in the previous month, but I did not read it. So I have to read 800 pages, at least 800 pages this month, because 400 of the previous month, 400 for this month. God help me. So this was my February TBR. It was a bit difficult. I really wanted my control over this TBR, but I could not. Every possible thing happened that should not have. So okay, let's wish me good luck, and I hope that I can complete it. So this was it for today's video, and we'll meet in the next one. Bye.